Hello, this is Neil Cole from Conversion Uplift. Today I'm going to show you how to build a funnel report in GA4. So the first step is to go to the exploration area, which is here. And normally we would click on the funnel icon here. But in this case, I'm going to use an existing report just to speed up the process because I built some segments. The important thing about a funnel exploration report, though, is the planet. You need to understand which events or pages and so forth you're going to use to build your funnel. And I always use the path exploration report first of all to actually check whether my understanding of the event tracking through the funnel is actually accurate and everything's working. So I would go into the path exploration report here, but I'll go into this one here I've already built just to speed things up. And what I would do is start over and go to the endpoint, which in my case is an event for scheduling of a meeting. So I'll just put, I want to look for a meeting scheduled, which is that. So that's my conversion metric. And we're looking at 13 for this period. So what I'm looking for is to go back each step and see whether there's anywhere where the numbers actually drop off, which suggests that there's a problem with the tracking rather than the actual users falling off. So we can see it's 13 actually all the way through here today. So that's great. So I just keep selecting back. And then we get to the invitee event type page, which is where they choose the type of event, type of time essentially that they want to choose. We seem to have dropped, which we wouldn't expect because we're expecting the funnel numbers to increase, but we've got 10 there and then 3 page views. So there's something obviously not quite right with that event. So I will exclude that from the funnel because otherwise that's going to confuse the data and the funnel report. So we'll go back to the explore section here. So again, we would, click on funnel exploration, or you can use existing funnel where you've perhaps got some useful segments already built, which is what I'm going to do here. So we'll go to the funnel report here. And I've already built some segments for things like LinkedIn traffic, desktop traffic, returning visitors, and so forth. Okay, so what we'll do here, we'll just remove this as if we've gone into a standard funnel report. This is the sort of information you'll see. So we'll just get rid of that because what I like to do is I like to start from the bottom of the funnel, so the conversion event. Okay, so we just click on steps here and we're going to do the meeting schedule as the first step, but it's actually going to be a last step in the funnel. So meeting. So what I need to do is look at events, use the search. So I'm going to put invitee into scheduled. That's correct. So I can see now here 14 users schedule a meeting. So that's the number I want to keep an eye on because I don't want to see that number drop. Otherwise, there's a problem with the actual tracking rather than the actual users dropping out. So what I can do is click on the 3 dots here and you can add a step above. So you're working backwards, a bit like the path exploration report we used a minute ago. Okay, so I'm going to here, this is to book the time. So time. And again, it's another event and time. So we've got invitee, select time, that's correct. Okay, so that's still 14, so that's good. So we'll click on the 3 dots again, add another step above as we work backwards. This will be the day selected. And go to event for the day. So we've got invitee select day, that's correct. Yep. Right, and we've still got 14. So that's really good because we really want to see how that stay at 14 can. Okay, add step above. So this is now going to be the invitee scheduling page. Okay. So we'll go to another event and put invitee scheduling page. Yes, that's it. And let's see. Oh, it's dropped to 11. So that's fine. It's sort of lost a few. So that's been book 4. Okay. And then we're going to go to add another step above. So we'll do session start here because we're going to miss out the page that we could see a big drop. I thought I did have some other events to track, but they are obviously not working properly because when I looked at them, they considerably reduce the number of users getting through to the end of the funnel, even though I know how many should have been there. So we now need to apply that, and let's see what it works out as. So we've got 11 at the bottom. So we've got session starts. Okay, so that's fine. So we actually had 77 on that scheduling page. So it's obviously a big drop off there. Okay, so now that we've got the funnel built, we need to look at things like the date range, segments we can use. So we could look at, for instance, desktop and mobile for the second comparison. Most of the traffic on our website is desktop. So we might expect the majority users in the funnel to be desktop, which they are, but they then drop off actually quite considerably. So actually, there's not that much difference in the end in terms of scheduling meetings. So that's quite interesting. We can also, let's remove those a second. We could also look at the breakdown by dimension. So here we've got the session default channel. So let's look at that. And here you can see that in terms of total traffic, the vast majority is organic, and then we've got direct, organic social, referral, and organic video. But then when we actually get into the scheduling of appointments, you notice there's no organic search. So it's actually direct, organic social, and referral only. And if we go to the bottom of the funnel, we can see the meeting schedule is actually solely direct, organic, social. So it's quite interesting. So the question there is, what type of organic social? I think that's the sort of would be a useful insight to find out. So we'll just remove that. And what I've already built is a segment for LinkedIn traffic and also direct traffic. So the interesting thing would be is put direct traffic in segment comparison and organic social. No, LinkedIn, don't we? LinkedIn. So we can see here whether it's the organic social is LinkedIn traffic. It is by those things. So we can see that the effort I put in with videos like this and posts is actually driving users to the site, and actually a number of them are scheduling appointments with me, which is fantastic. So that's really useful. The other features is things like elapsed time. So this shows you the time between each step in the journey. We see it's actually pretty varied here. LinkedIn traffic is 3 days. I'd say the thing about this is better if you can look at a shorter period of time for the elapsed period, because it works better if really it's a single session. Otherwise, you get extreme numbers because people may come back over a number of days or weeks if it's a long period. But that is, useful to see how long users go between each step in the funnel, particularly if you're looking at a day and you want to see whether there's any real drop off on particular steps that seem to take a long time. And that's about it. I mean, you can add filters, obviously, so you could exclude certain users. So, you could look at certain countries. You could exclude certain devices, depending on what you want to do. So that's can be really useful to sort of focus your analysis in for a specific audience. And you can also make the funnel open, which click here, which allows users to join the funnel at any step. But if they then drop out after a certain step, then they will be dropped out permanently. But this is useful where you haven't perhaps got a restriction in terms of users joining a funnel, or they may be coming from different from another funnel perhaps. So if your site allows users to come from different pages or different events to get to the same step in a funnel, then certainly an open funnel can provide you with the more accurate data in terms of users going into your funnel and converting. So that's it for the funnel report. I hope you found that useful, and I will be posting more videos shortly.